Hello. हॅलो, सुरू करायचं का सचिन? भूषण, सचिनला मला सुरू करायचं का? ऐकू येतं का म्हणा? ऐकू येतं का माझं बोलण्याला विचार? हा, तिकडे त्याचा काही आवाज येत नाही ना.
प्रमोद पाटील सर आले का? जॉईन झाले?
हा, जॉईन आहे सर.
येस सर, येस. हा
का
पण आहे.
ऐकायला येतंय का?
2020 फायनल इयर अंडर ग्रॅज्युएटच्या परीक्षा उद्यापासून सुरू होत आहेत. तर मी सर्व सेंटर इंचार्ज आणि ऑब्झर्वर यांचं स्वागत करतो या ऑनलाईन ओरिएंटेशन सेमिनार मध्ये. उद्यापासून 11 ते 2 ह्या मॉर्निंग सेशन मध्ये एक दिवसाआड परीक्षा फायनल MBBS, फायनल BDS, फायनल आयुर्वेद, फायनल होमिओपॅथी, फायनल इयर BPTH, BOTH नर्सिंग, BSLB BPO आणि फर्स्ट MBBS ओल्ड यांच्या परीक्षा 277 केंद्रांवर सुरू होत आहे. तर याच्यासाठी काही आपण स्लाइड्स तयार केलेल्या आहेत. या स्लाइडचं प्रेझेंटेशन श्री प्रमोद पाटील सर, सहाय्यक कुलसचिव आमच्या निकाल प्रक्रिया विभागाचे यांनी सादर करावा अशी मी त्यांना विनंती करतो. प्रमोद पाटील सर.
थँक्यू कोटवदे सर. All respected center incharges and observers, I welcome you in behalf of the university for conducting the second phase of the summer 2020 examination, and that too particularly very worst condition ever India has faced so far.
आवाज म्यूट आहे प्रमोद पाटील सर.
हॅलो, ऐकू येतंय का? हॅलो, मास्क काढा लागेल. ऐकू येतंय का सर? हॅलो, हॅलो.
हा, ऐकू येतंय, बोला सर.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Center incharges and observer joining this seminar for conducting the second phase of the summer 2020 examination. And India is facing worst condition ever. The pandemic going on to COVID. So we are be little cautious about the spread of the virus. In this situation, we need to be very careful at both ends, at the end of our health and at the end of the examination as well. So we are going to see the instruction that has to be passed to the student as well as the center in charge and observer, and at the same time for the instruction to center in charges and observer. Next. So next. So for this phase, which is going to start from tomorrow, for this university has appointed 339 theory centers across the state of Maharashtra, and for this 339 centers, university has deputed or appointed 339 center in charges, 339 center observers, and 339 internal vigilance squad. So there are approximate in total 60. Next. So this is the notification. Say, as you know, this is the challenging task to conduct the examination at the center. So you will need some help at your end for various type of verses that has to be shared and how to share. The role has been given in this notification 25 to 2020, and it is well discussed that who will work and what sort of work, and the wages also are very much mentioned in this notification. So in help with the help of the principal or the dean of the college, you need appoint this staff for conducting the theory examination. Next. This is the staff, and their job chart also has been given with the wages during the examination period. Next. Next. Now these are the guidelines for conduct of this 2020 examination that has been sent to every college. You have to observe the COVID situation, and accordingly you have to follow the instructions of the state government given by the state government time to time. Next. Next. These are the instructions. Now, this seat summary has been given to every center, and all of them have downloaded the seat number or seat summary. So you have to prepare the sitting plan of the student which are going to appear at your center. This is the sample of the sitting plan. You can see this is column number 1, 2, 3 this way. You have to prepare the sitting plan. Next. Now, for conducting the examination, what are this administrative arrangement that has to be keenly observed? Let us see one by one. You need to have one strong room with single door opening. Door must have the safety doors, and windows shall have grill facility. And this entire set must be covered under the CCTV camera, and that too, that should be 24/7. Adequate steel cupboard with proper lock facility. Then 24/7 security person to be detained at strong room from receipt of the question paper till the end of you dispatch the material to the university. Then latest version computer with high speed internet facility. There should be one laser printer for 100 students, one scanner, one webcam, a copier machine with minimum of 35 pages per minute, and that has to be one machine per 100 student appearing at your center. Next. Now we'll see about the examination hall. There should be at least 7 classrooms with 3 big size benches on twin sharing basis having CCTV camera facility. So the entire room should be covered by the CCTV camera. Each and every student in the hall must be covered with the CCTV camera coverage. Now other infrastructure, that one computer with the latest version, uninterrupted electricity supply or generator facility, telephone with landline, one fax machine, if that email facility, adequate drinking water facility, cleanliness of the college as you are well aware the need. Then college security during entire examination, that to 24 hours per day. If needed, the police security shall be organized. But for arranging this police security, no remuneration will be provided by the university. Next. Now this is the circular 2048-2014 regarding the infrastructure in the affiliated college for theory exam centers. So this is all about what are the facilities that has to be made available at the theory examination center. If there is any facilities missing, just brought this this circular to the notice of the principal of dean of your college, and accordingly get that facility available from him at the earliest. Next. 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 Now this is the circular 21/2020. Now this circular is regarding to provide the information of the CCTV system installed at the examination center. And according to this circular, you have to send the detail of your CCTV camera system. So what are the items that has to be provided? What are the important things that you have to communicate to the university that have been listed in this circular? So accordingly, you have to send the information to the university, because university has set up the CCTV camera room for the surveillance of the entire examination, and that to every center and every hall of the center. We monitor from here, and in last exam we have said some cases, copy cases from here also. Next. So this is the contact number of Mr. Sachin Dhende, who will look after this CCTV surveillance system installed at the university. Now, one important thing we must communicate. We are communicating to you that during the entire examination period, do not change the static address of your CCTV camera, or do not change your password of your CCTV camera system, because university gets login into your system and accordingly it observes the examination going on at your center. So during the examination, please do not change the static address and password of your CCTV camera system. Next. Now this is the circular 62/2016 regarding to store of the CCTV camera footage at your examination center. We came to know that in some colleges there is not enough hard disk for saving or storing the CCTV, storing the footages of the CCTV at their end. So in such circumstances, all colleges are advised to get or to record or to take the backup of the CCTV camera after 3 days. I am repeating, please, if you do not hold that much capacity of storing the CCTV footages for more than 1 month or less, you have to take the periodical backup of your CCTV footages. This is the circular about that. Next. Next. Now, this is one more instruction for the examination center, is that no non-teaching employee will be appointed as a junior supervisor or a senior supervisor. Only a teacher can be appointed as a junior supervisor or a senior supervisor. This is the circular regarding. There should be no confusion for this. Next. Now this is the circular widely discussed issue in 2018 regarding the student dress code. This is the circular. So follow the instruction mentioned in the circular. Next. Next. Now this is the extension of that circular, and that too particularly in the COVID situation also. Next. Now the precaution to be taken in the university examination for theory examination. This is a circular for that. So it is regarding not to allow student to use the mobile phone. At the same time, that center should, if they have the Wi-Fi system, free Wi-Fi system installed or made available at the examination center, so that system has to be stopped. There shouldn't be a Wi-Fi during the examination. Next. Now this is regarding the material university has sent to the examination center. Question paper, answer paper, and other required stationery will be handed over to the centers as usual. You might have received all this stationery from post. Now center in charge can open the answer books boxes only. Answer book box must be arranged date-wise, course-wise, and session-wise in sequence as per sheet summary provided by the university. In case if any answer book is missing as per sheet summary, it shall be replaced with the buffer answer book. Now, one more thing I would like to mention here is that whatever the pre-printed answer book we have sent, we have printed the old date on the answer book, means the answer books were printed with the old timetable, and because of this COVID situation, the examination got postponed, and we are conducting the exam as per the new timetable, and colleges has received the answer book material as per the old timetable. So you have to keep track of the new timetable with the old dates printed on the answer book. On distributing the particular paper on the particular day, ask the student to just strike out the wrong date and ask them to write the correct date well below that examination date. Date-wise and session-wise question paper boxes will be handed over by the university representative. Total number of boxes shall be verified by the center in charge and it shall be acknowledged. Question paper boxes are not to be opened. This is regarding only answer book. You can check the answer book only. You do not need to open the question paper boxes. Next. In each box, date-wise and session-wise question paper packets are wrapped with security tape. Question paper boxes shall be opened on the date of examination prior to only 40 minutes of the examination, and that too under CCTV monitoring system. So whichever box you will open, it should be open in front of the CCTV monitoring system. On opening of boxes, the center in charge and center observers shall verify intactness of the security tape of that particular examination. If any discrepancy or tampering is observed, it shall be reported to the university immediately. So this is the very important instruction while opening the boxes. Now, as per the seat summary, the quantity of question paper shall be verified by the center in charge and center observer. In case if it is observed that there is a shortage of question paper, it shall be reported to the university on the email on coe@mohs.ac.in and on pre-exam@mohs.ac.in. Next. Now this is the sample format of the receipt of the question paper, and accordingly you have to fill in this information. And you have to prepare this report for question paper boxes. Next. Now this is the CPL, or rather distribution list, in which you will find the date-wise, means center-wise, date-wise, session-wise, course-wise examination conducted at your center. And this chart will have the information that how many packets have been sent to you of the question paper. Next. This is the answer book list in which you will find the center wise, date wise, session wise, course wise, subject wise, and paper wise sheet summer answer books sent at your examination center. Next. This is the sample of the sheet summary which is made available on university website. Next. Now what we will see about the sitting plan and some related instruction. The sitting plan shall be done as per the sheet summary. Display sitting plan on notice board at the main entrance and in each classroom, so that every student will come to know that where he has to write the examination, in which hall he has to go and write the examination. University has sent one banner of special instruction to the candidate. It should be also displayed at the main entrance where every student can see, and every student will go through the instruction printed on that banner. Students shall be allowed in the examination hall prior to only 20 minutes of the examination. Next. Now this is the instruction printed. These are the instruction printed on the special instruction banner, which has to be displayed at main entrance. Next. 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 Now this is about ringing the bell. Rather, this is the bell timetable, where, when, and what purpose the bell will be ring. So first of all, on asking student to sit in the hall, so first bell will be at 9:40 a.m. and for evening session it will be at 2:10 p.m. Then junior supervisor will distribute the question paper and answer sheets for question A or whichever is that at 9:55. That bell will be ring. So these are the bell rank table, timetable, and you have to follow this instruction, and accordingly you have to ring the bell. Next. Now this is the administrative arrangement that is to be keenly verified by the center observer. Now, so center observer should reach 1 day in advance and check all the arrangement and stock as per the theory timetable and seat summary. Work plan of the entire examination shall be prepared. Hold meeting with all examination related staff and apprise them their duties as per work plan. And I hope by this time you have you might have hold this meeting and must have apprised the concerned staff about their duties and responsibilities. Now, one important thing is about the covers of the question paper that should be sealed immediately and on day-to-day basis. Even while taking routine round, it should be sealed. The center in charge shall not hand over the keys to any person unless and until he is replaced, and that to be intimated by the university. Next, accept examination material up to 9 p.m. because post also still delivering some material, and we have sent some buffer material to the examination center. Center in charges shall make stay arrangement for the center observer. Adequate security must be made available for the university vehicle when it will come to you. On verification of all administrative activities, infrastructure and confidential material at the center observer shall forward factual first day meeting report to the university up to 3 p.m. on the given email address, that is preexam@muhs.ac.in. Now this first day meeting report will make us assure that examination has started smoothly at your examination center. Next, this is the format of the first day meeting, and every column and every line is well explained, and accordingly you have to fill in the information and get the printed, get the things scanned and send it on pre-exam. Next. Now let's see about the question papers or answer papers. Now question paper packets for MBBS and BDS courses are in different sizes. So we have done different sizes for courses. There are different sizes for BDS and MBBS courses. Means they will have 32 paper packets and 16 paper packets only. And the rest other courses will have 30 paper packets and 50 paper packets only. All question papers of each session shall be wrapped in a security tape. Answer books are in blue color and each answer book contains 45 pages. 2 packets of buffer stock of the answer book is provided to all centers. Now, before distributing, ask your junior supervisor to communicate to the student that before writing anything on the answer book, ask them to check their details printed on the answer book first, so that every candidate will assure that he is writing his own answer paper. Okay, if the buffer paper has been given to the candidate, ask that candidate to write the entire information required on the answer paper at the front side as well as the back side. Most of the time, student forget to write the information at the back side also, and it creates a lot of problem later on. So this is the responsibility of the junior supervisor to ask the student to write the entire information on the answer book. Next. Now this is the look of the answer book. You will see here, this is the pre-printed answer book where the name of the examination, paper, subject, its code, its serial number, its center code, its date of examination, the candidate seat number, candidate's permanent registration number, everything has been pre-printed. Even you will find at the bottom where the things are teared off to keep away the revealing information. You will see the information over there. So the name of the examination, the name of the subject, paper, its code, everything is written on pre-printed one. Next, this is the MCQ sheet. Is particularly applicable to MBBS code, then course, then BDS course, then modern mid-level examination, etc. Next, this is the sample of the buffer answer books of theory examination where nothing is printed. just serial number and their bundle number is printed. Now this blank places are to be filled by the candidate himself. You will see at the bottom side, he has to fill that information also, name of the examination everywhere, and at back side of the same information he has to write at the back side as well. Next. Now some important thing that we must remember during the examination period is the center in charge, center observer and center examination related staff must report to the examination or theory center at 9 a.m. in the morning. Now we are facing COVID situation, we are facing rainy season, so accordingly ask your staff to start little early to reach to the theory examination center. As per timetable, the center in charge shall take out all relevant boxes of the question paper packets from the strong room. Date wise, subject wise, paper wise and subject code must be verified from theory timetable. Detail mention on question paper packets and its seal shall be verified by the center observer and the internal vigilance squad chairman. On confirmation, it shall be duly signed by the center in charge, center observer and IVA chairman. Next, sealed question paper packet shall be handed over to respective senior supervisor and junior supervisor. It is responsibility of the junior supervisor to open sealed question paper packets in front of two students and their signature shall be obtained. Next. Now this is the report on which you will have to open the question packets. So this is the sample and it has been shown. You will see the arrow is showing where you have to obtain the student signature and where to obtain the center in charge or observer or IB chairman signature. So this is the very important report you have to start with. Next. Now we'll see about the instruction that has to be passed to the student by the junior supervisor. After distribution of question paper, junior supervisor shall be instructed to inform student to go through entire question paper thoroughly, and if any discrepancies observed by them, it shall be pointed out within first 10 minutes. Now this is the most important instruction that must be passed to every student, that every student should check the question paper thoroughly first. It is important for student to mention correct question number in the margin line that is attempted by him, or failing which the attempted answer will not be evaluated and 0 marks will be allotted. Means when student will start writing the answer book, first of all he has to verify whether he is writing his own answer book or not. Ask that student to write the entire, fill in the entire information required on answer books. Then student has to verify whether there are 44 pages inside the answer book or not. If there are less number of pages, ask that student to get the answer book changed. If that answer book is printed one, then give that student the buffer stock answer book, but ask student to verify every page of the answer book as well. If there is any problem, mean tearing off or misprinted anything inside the answer book, then ask student to get it changed from the junior supervisor, and junior supervisor must give them the buffer answer book. Now, before writing anything, answer on the answer book, ask, means enlighten the student about the information that he must mention the number of the question for which he is writing the answer. If he do not write any question number, then mark will not be allotted to the student. That answer will carry 0 mark if student forget to write the question number against that answer. No supplement shall be provided to the student. Whatever he has to write in only 44 pages. Junior supervisor shall instruct to the student that use of varied inks except for illustration of and figure is not permitted. Means student can use varied ink only for drawing anything, means figures or tables, nothing else. Next, junior, now this is the instruction about the MCQ paper. Junior supervisor shall be instructed to inform student that there is no negative marking for wrong answer for MCQ. However, in case if any candidate desire not to attempt any answer of MCQ, then it is mandatory to strike out all options. He cannot keep the answers blank. If he do not wish to attempt, then he simply has to strike out all the options. Excuse me. In OMR sheet again, the respective MCQ serial number, failing which it shall be treated as an attempt of unfair means. Any blank answer in OMR sheet shall interact for action under unfair means. Now we have given the picture how to strike it out for not attempting the question in answer book for MCQ type of examination. Next, now we'll see about the role of the internal vigilance squad. Next, now during the period of examination, IVS squad will carry out the physical check randomly, and it should be carried out by the IVS near the main gate or gate. If student wearing scarf, hanky or burqa, for those students strictly checking shall be carried out by the male supervisor for male student and by female supervisor for female student. IVS shall ensure that no material is kept inside or outside the examination hall. All material shall be placed in central room. Toilets shall be checked and ensured no copying material is kept. Geometric boxes shall also be checked. And there, most of important thing also, that center must switch off the Wi-Fi networks of the examination hall. Next. Now during examination period, all examination hall room must have a wall clock, and it should be set on one timing. The candidate are not allowed to wear or carry any type of watches, including Bluetooth wrist watches, into the examination hall. Means there is clock, hand clock, or any sort of clock is not permitted to student during the examination period. So we have asked colleges or examination centers to provide the wall clock in each examination hall. Mobiles or electronic gadgets are not to be allowed. Writing pad is not allowed. Pouches are not to be permitted. No interchange of paper should be take place during the examination. Next, duties and responsibilities of the junior supervisor. The center in charge or center observer should hand over necessary stationery to junior supervisor, like junior supervisor report, answer books to every junior supervisor. The junior supervisor shall communicate all necessary instruction provided by the university to the student prior to start of the examination, as we discussed earlier. Students and junior supervisor shall check pages of the answer book. If any tearing observed, should be settled before commencement of the examination. Next, paper-wise sequential distribution of the answer book should be as per pre-printed sheet summary. It must be ensured that every student receives his or her own answer book only. Students and junior supervisors shall check pre-printed personalized data on answer book. Discrepancies, if any, should be settled before commencement of the examination. Junior supervisor report should clearly indicate the serial number supplied against the seat number of the candidate. Detail of the candidate supplied with blank answer sheet, absentee, or unfair mean should be strictly filled in by red ink pen only. So the information in the junior supervisor report, like Blank answer sheets means the buffer one. Absentee and unfair means such information will be written in the junior supervisor report only by red ink pen, so that the junior supervisor himself will immediately will come to know about this required information. Next, now there are some unforeseen eventualities appear in at examination center. How to deal with? Let us see about one by one. Damage or missing answer book. Prepare a report. Issue blank answer book from buffer stock. The serial number which supplied blank answer book should be filled in JSR by red ink pen only. Next. Now this is the sample of this junior supervisor report, and you will see in the very first column you have to write the seat number of the candidate. Then in next column there is a section for there is a column for section A. It is particularly for those examinations where the MCQs are permitted. Next column is about the B and C section. It is the for the answer book, descriptive answer books. The next column is the signature of the student, and last column is of seat numbers of candidates absentee or unfair means. So you will find there are clearly red ink information in which the serial number has been written of buffer answer paper. The seat number of the absent student is written by red ink, and the unfair means this remark is mentioned against the unfair means candidate in the red ink only. Next, we'll say about the how to deal with the absentee candidate. Answer book of section A and section B or C shall be initially placed on their respective desk. Section A or B shall be written in same answer book where MCQ pattern is not applicable. So ask your junior supervisors to go distributing the answer book. Even the student is absent, ask your junior supervisor to keep that answer book and question paper of that candidate on that bench, and after completion of the distribution of the answer book and question paper, then ask your junior supervisor to collect the answer book and question paper of the absent candidate. Question paper of section A should be placed on the desk to ensure serial distribution of versions wherever there is MCQ pattern is applicable. Next, error in linear distribution of MCQ answer book. Now we'll see about that. University has prepared 4 versions for MCQ pattern. So the purpose of this making 4 distinct, not distinct, but 4 different versions is that no neighboring consecutive student will have the same question paper. So the sequence must be observed. If someone misses this sequence, in such cases, if such mistake is noticed, it shall be immediately reported to the control of examination and take the telephonic instructions for further course of action. A report must be submitted to the university in writing as well. Next, any observation or discrepancy in the question paper. So what are those? Let us see. Printing mistakes in question paper or answer book, out of syllabus questions in question paper, and vague questions in question paper. Now, if student will, if come across any problem mentioned over here, then it must be brought to the notice of the control of examination. The telephone number is given, and in charge of the pre-exam section, the number is given. Inform the student to raise such an observation as per notification 12/2004. So before commencement of this examination, get this notification 12/2004 downloaded at your examination center, and keep the printouts and the sample and the formats of the report in which the student has to raise their issues. Next, So this is the notification for and instructions for raising the observation during the examination, particularly regarding the question paper. Next. Now this is the format for raising the observation and complaints on the theory question paper. This format has to be filled in by that concerned student for raising their observation or compliments. Next. Now we'll see the standard operating procedure for unused or remaining question paper packing. It is the responsibility of the junior supervisor to distribute appropriate question paper to all concerned students. All unused remaining question paper, section B and C, including absentee students, shall be packed separately in the respective course-wise question paper packets, and it must duly signed and sealed by brown tape by junior supervisor in their respective blocks only under the CCTV camera system. Junior supervisor shall hand over course-wise sealed question paper packets to the center in charge or observer through internal vigilance squad and senior supervisor after 1 hour of the commencement of the examination. Next, one separate big box shall be prepared by the unused remaining question paper packets, and this box must be labeled as unused or remaining question paper packets. Date-wise, session-wise, unused remaining question paper packets must be tied with the thread, and on day-to-day basis, it shall be placed in this box by the center in charge and its observer under CCTV camera system. This box must duly signed and sealed by the center in charge and center observer, and shall be handed over to the university or send us means we'll send you instruction how to go about next. Now we'll see the SOP for answer book packing. Now it is mandatory for junior supervisor to pack block wise and course wise answer books, including absentee student in transparent polythene bag. Ask your junior supervisor not to take out the answer absentee student. He has to pack the book of the all student, even the student is present or absent, irrespective of the student is present or absent. So he will have the exact count that how many number of students were actually in the examination hall, and so that much count must be inside the box. Answer book must be packed separately in polythene bags. It shall be ensured that all course-wise answer book are prepared and properly packed, and it is sealed by brown tape in their respective block only. For example, if first PPBSc course answer books and first basic BSc course answer book must be packed separately in 2 different polythene bags. Junior supervisor is entirely responsible for total number of answer books, including absentee student, as per JSR, that are packed in polythene bag. It shall be ensured that each packet reflects course name written with marker pen, and it is duly signed by junior supervisor along with signature of any 2 students in their block only under CCTV camera. Now, since this rainy seasoning is going on, so every material should be packed in polythene bag only. This is the first and foremost instruction that you have to follow. Second, all material will be kept little upside, so that even if there is a heavy rain, there shouldn't be drain water inside any room, so it will be secure. Third, is most important instruction is that we have asked to sign the box and everything with marker pen. Now what is happening, we are widely using the sanitizer, and this sanitizer is making the problem to this marker pen. So please keep be vigilant that there shouldn't be any spread of the sanitizer. Otherwise, that marker ink will get vanished soon after you spread this. So you have to take care of this. Next, just a moment. Junior supervisor report shall be prepared by junior supervisor in duplicate. One copy of the JSR shall be placed along with the answer books, and one copy shall be handed over to the center in charge in record room. Junior supervisor shall hand over block-wise and course-wise sealed answer books packet to the center in charge or observer through internal vigilance squad or senior supervisor. It is the entire responsibility of the center in charge and center observer to verify and record receipt of the answer book packets of all blocks in receipt of sealed answer book and question paper packet chart. You have to make this thing bold. Accordingly, record sheets shall be maintained as per attached format, which shall be handed over to the university representative during the collection of the answer books. Next. Similarly, block-wise and course-wise used and unused MCQ papers, question papers, block booklets along with OMR sheet must be packed together in green envelopes separately. Wherever this is applicable, if there is a MCQ paper, you have to pack along with the MCQ. If there is no MCQ, you don't have to pack with that. You just go with whatever you have. So it shall be duly signed and sealed by brown tape, color tape, by this junior supervisor without signature of the student in their respective block only, and shall be handed over to the center in charge and observer through IVS. Instruction of use of simple calculator is mentioned on instruction of each question paper. The center in charge or center observer shall address to such queries by verifying instruction on question paper. However, it is in absence of such instruction, the center in charge or observer shall raise such query to the university for clarification. University has already mentioned the instruction on the question paper where there is a need of use of calculator. If the question paper does not carry the instruction of use of calculator, then your student is not permitted to use the calculator. It may happen that sometime may happen that the instruction is missing where the calculator is allowed, and student may raise this issue. In this case, you have to talk to our control of examination and get the instruction from him. Next, this is the format of receipt of sealed answer book packets. The column are well explanatory, and I don't need further explanation as such. You have to keep the record on day-to-day basis. Next, now this is the sample format of receipt of sealed answer book packet chart, and this is the exemplation how to fill the information, and you are what information and where you have to fill and what to fill. This is the this thing is exemplified in this slide. Next, now some more instruction that we must care about. No pre-signed answer book shall be supplied by junior supervisor to the student. So before distributing, every junior supervisor must see whether that answer paper is signed or not. If that answer paper is signed, keep that answer paper away, give the buffer one. 10 minutes prior to commencement of the examination, the senior supervisor shall hand over question paper packets to the junior supervisor in their examination hall. Mobile phones are not allowed to the junior supervisors during conduct of exam. Center in charge or observer must ensure that all staff are performing their duties satisfactorily as per university norms. Next, after examination period, after completion of every session of the examination day, section A and section B or C of answer book must be packed in cloth bags separately along with polythene bag by the center in charges, observer or IBS. All unused question paper packets must be repacked in the respective boxes along with polythene bags. The record shall be kept as per the given format. Next. Now this is the handing of answer book to the university. Means we have to fill in this information while sending the material to the university. Next, this is the format for buffer answer books. Next, now after examination, the tentative time period will be shared with you, or rather SOP will be shared with you how to send the material to the university. Next, now we'll see about the theory advance. The theory advance is provided by the university, including the miscellaneous expenditure. Entitled remuneration shall be immediately paid to all concerned as per the prescribed rule up to last day of examination at the center, and signature of the center observer shall be obtained on the settlement of the accounts. After examination, center observer should forward center observer report to the university. Whole accounts shall be audited within 1 month and must be audited to the university immediately, and it should be submitted to the university. Send all report within 7 days after completion of the examination. Next. Now some unforeseen eventualities, the instruction for such situations. First, student without hall tickets. Confirm identity of the candidate from dean's letter, college I-card, other student evidence, all is required. After confirming the identity, allow the candidate to appear for the examination. Thereafter, that candidate shall be instructed to apply for issue of duplicate hall ticket. Now, since for COVID situation, we have permitted student to opt for their different examination center, rather the center which they feel are very much near to their home or where they are staying. So we have given the list of the candidate with name on that particular center. You just go through that. You will find who are those student outstation student are staying, means appearing at your examination center. Get the name from that list. Verify their identity from this dean's letter or college card, I-card, or the hall ticket issued to them. For issue of duplicate hall tickets, now university has given the hall tickets in soft copies to every college. If student has lost the hall ticket, ask student to get the hall ticket from their respective college. Next, student for various reasons, university permits for extra time or writer's permission. The information will be provided at the center before the commencement of the examination. If university has provided some writer to a particular student, such information will be shared with particular examination center before commencement of the paper. It is mandatory to have written permission of the university, failing which it shall not be permitted without consultation with the control of examination. So university already have issued one letter for every student who requires a writer's permission. If the student do not have the written permission, then do not allow that student with a writer. Next. Now, the instruction for dealing with the unfair mean cases. Complete unfair mean case reporting procedures strictly as per Ordinance 1/2014 Conduct of Examination, Rule 71.5 and their subsection 1 to 6, and fill up the appendices 1, 2, and 3. Whenever you will come across this unfair mean cases, you need to get this format ready for filling the information. If you observe there is a criminal offences occurring at your center, then report to the police as per the appendix 4. But before reporting to the police station, you must consult to our honorable control examination and get further instruction to deal with the matter with police. Ensure signature of the defaulter student, witness student, junior supervisor, flying squad, or IBS if applicable, countersigned by the center in charge observer on the appendices and in center in charge observer report as also. CCTV footage of unfair means cases to be preserved as well as CD shall be made and it must be forwarded to the university. As very beginning of the our interaction, we have given you instruction to keep the backup of everyday CCTV camera system. So this backup is turned out very useful while dealing with such unfair means cases. Next, unfair means case including mobile phones are to be handed over to the university representative immediately in a sealed cover during collection of answer book. Says mobile phones should not be operated by the supervisor staff. It must be switched off and battery to be removed. Password or code or screen lock must be obtained from the student. It must be mentioned on the report attached sheet. Now on seizing the mobile phone, if the mobile phone is protected by any password or code or any lock, ask that student that password or whatever the blocking mechanism is. You just apply that mechanism, verify whether it is working or not. After verification of this password or whatever, then only switch off the mobile, and whatever code the student will share with you, you must mention that on the report. In case of any doubt, it must be clarified immediately from the university. Next. Now, this is the statement of the candidate who is alleged to have used unfair means at the university examination. Ask that candidate to fill this information. Next. This is the form of undertaking of candidate who found practicing the unfair means. Next. This is the appendices 3. This is the report of the junior supervisor or IBS. Next. So these are reports that are very important for the center as well as the university for taking action against the unfair mean cases. Next. Now we are going to share how students carry out the unfair means or copy cases. These are some samples. They either write their own seat number or mobile number inside the answer paper, or they paste their identity. Now this is the new mechanism. This is a set of this is Bluetooth set, and that can be hide inside your clothes very easily, and it works on battery, chargeable battery, and it works as well as on Wi-Fi mechanism and Bluetooth mechanism. So this is the sample which was said by our COE 5 or 6 years ago. This is the copying. This way student carry out the copying. Next. 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 Now this is the statistic of last examination where there were 77 cases, major cases were reported, and university had taken actions against 74 cases and only acquitted 3 on verification. These are the minor cases, 112. Next. This is the format of income and expenditure statement. Next. Next. This is the certificate of the chartered accountant after completion of the examination. Before submitting the advance means the budget and everything, means expenditure everything, you have to obtain this format of the chartered accountant before submitting to the university. Next. These are the contact numbers for various purposes. This soft copy will be shared in various groups for further instructions. Next. Now I thanks all of you for listening to this presentation. I request Honorable Sivi to guide further, to enlighten more about the conduct of the examination. Honorable Patel sir, please.
Thank you, dear Pramod Patil sir, our dynamic assistant registrar, Mr. Mahendra Kothawde sir, our deputy registrar, respected center in charge, respected center observers. It is my pleasure here to inform you about summer 2020 undergraduate final year examinations. You are working as a frontline COVID warrior. You are working as an in-charge COVID care center. You are working as an in-charge COVID isolation center. You are working as an in-charge COVID quarantine center. You are giving guidance to the students regarding their academic activities. And you are now working as a center in charge, center observer, internal vigilance squad. And so many years you are helping university for smooth conduction of your examinations. Without your help, it is not possible for us to conduct examinations smoothly. Now, this examination is altogether different examinations. Different in the sense that COVID pandemic is going on and we have to conduct examination amidst this COVID pandemic. Teachers are busy in COVID duties, examiners are busy in COVID duties, and students as well are busy in COVID duties. And amidst that, we are conducting summer 2020 examinations. It is my pleasure to inform you that university, with the kind permission of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, has increased remuneration for theory examinations, increased remuneration for practical examinations, and increased remuneration for central assessment program of all teaching as well as non-teaching staff. So this has been implemented with effect from 1st of April 2000. Now, for this examination, we have given choice to the students to choose either a home examination center or their hometown as examination center. Home examination center means the center in which the student is studying for his current academic course. Now, you should be vigilant because the home center we generally do not give to students for university examinations. But due to COVID pandemic, students need not have to travel in the same city from their own college to another exam center. We have decided that their own college will be selected as a home exam center, and therefore we have given it. Therefore, I request center in charge and center observers, please be vigilant. Later on, people should not blame us that we were lenient in giving home examination center as an exam center for this summer 2020 examinations. Please ensure that CCTV cameras are functioning in the strong room as well as in all examination rooms as well as in the corridors and premises. And please give us that live streaming of that CCTV footage. Please keep that CCTV footage recording 45 days after the declaration of result. Up to 45 days, you have to preserve that CCTV recording with you. Now, as this is COVID-19 pandemic examinations, there are certain relaxations given for the examinations. For example, there will not be any frisking of the students. The dress code which we have made mandatory these last 2-3 years, that dress code is not mandatory for this examination. Now I have said that there should not be any frisking of the student. This does not mean that the student will carry copying material with him and you have to ignore that. No. You should be strict towards those candidates who are having copy material with them. So in that case, you can frisk those candidates and pick out that copy material and make an unfair means case of that student. Secondly, you can allow students from all possible entry gates. Generally, what happens during examination period, we lock all entry gates and keep only one entry gate as open, and we allow all students entry only from that gate. But now in this COVID era, we don't want that there should be crowding at one entry gate. Therefore, I request you to open all possible entry gates so that students will enter through it and students will exit through those gates. So there will not be any overcrowding. Students have been advised to use masks during the entire examination period. The examination staff has been asked to use masks for the entire examination period. Use of thermal scanner is mandatory. And if a student is carrying his own liquid sanitizer bottle with him, then allow that student to sit in the examination hall with liquid sanitizer bottle. If the student wants to give examination with face shield on, allow that student to enter in the examination hall and write with his face shield. Now, university has made a special provision of rupees 20,000 for purchase of liquid sanitizer and sodium hypochlorite. So this special provision of rupees 20,000 is for theory, practical as well as CAP. So after a day of examination, we have given 1 day gap between two theory papers. So the next day, the entire room should be sanitized with the help of sodium hypochlorite. In addition to this, you can buy 50 to 100 disposable masks. In case if a student does not bring his own mask, then you can give that one disposable mask to the student, and that expenditure can be mentioned in the miscellaneous expenses. Now, regarding the students who do not follow the instructions given by the junior supervisors, senior supervisors, or examination related staff, in that strict action against that student should be taken as per our ordinance number 1/2014. We are very strict regarding the students who are using unfair means to pass the examinations. And we have a proven track record of action taken against those students. So if a student is found involving in unfair means activities without any fear or without any favor, please report these cases to us so that we can take proper action against these students. Now, the confidential examination material has been reached to your places. Now, generally, we ask the centers not to open these confidential material boxes. But I request all of you, and university have requested in past week to all examination centers to open all the boxes, even open question paper boxes also. But please do not open question paper packets. And please ensure that whether you have got the sufficient number of question papers and answer papers as per the sitting capacity. If you have not got any material to us, please let us know. Because during this lockdown period, our confidential printer had also his own problems regarding manpower, regarding equipment. His own factory was also in the containment zone or hotspot zone sometimes. There were less number of employees on duty, and therefore there are chances that printer might make mistakes regarding this. So you have to check the question papers and answer papers and arrange them serially as per the date of examination, as per displayed on the timetable. And then close those boxes. All this has to be done under CCTV recording in a strong room, so that there are no allegations of any type of malpractices. Then you can close those boxes and you can open only on the day of examinations. So I think this is sufficient. You all are experienced, well versed with this examination system, and I am very confident that this examination will be carried out smoothly, as we have carried out PG examinations of all faculties smoothly. I am looking forward for your cooperation in future also. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I will take your leave.